Dear students, I am Nitesh Dikshit from Bharatiya Institute of Engineering and Technology, Sikar. Today we are talking about architecture of Intel 8085 microprocessor. Basically, microprocessor is multi-purpose programmable logic device that reads instruction from a storage device called memory, accept binary data as input and process the data according to those instructions and provide the result at output. As we know that the 8085 microprocessor is basic microprocessor architecture that developed initially in 1979. So 8085 microprocessor is an 8-bit general purpose microprocessor. It is suitable for wide range of application. It is also called 8-bit microprocessor because it has 8-bit internal data bus and can read and write and process 8-bit data at a time. So today we are talking about architecture of 8085. It has mainly 5 blocks: register block, arithmetic logic unit block, control unit block, interrupt block, serial input and output block. So let us start the 8085 microprocessor. First we are talking about interrupt control. So what is interrupt? Interrupt is a basically to give a service of special services by the microprocessor. Interrupt controller receive these interrupts according to their priority and implies that them to the microprocessor. Basically it has 5 interrupt service named INTR, RST 7.5, 6.5, RST 5.5 and TRAP. These are the interrupt services that 8085 provides to other external hardware, and INTA is the acknowledgement signal that generated by 8085 to the external hardware. So basically acknowledgement is that 8085 like to provide two services. So basically it is used to handle the edge interrupts as is shown in the screen. Next block is serial input output block. Serial input output block means it provides the serial communication between other devices like serial devices like RS232 or other things. SID and SOD, basically two signal over there. SID means serial input data and SOD means serial output data. As we know that 8085 working on 8-bit microprocessor, that means it has parallel architecture of 8-bit. But if we want to communicate with serial data communication, serial devices, so we require to change the parallel data into serial. So SID is basically work on it converts the serial data into parallel, and SOD converts into parallel data into serial. So we can communicate and work on serial processing unit. So serial data input out works with serial data transfer of the transfer. Therefore the unit is interface between microprocessor and input output devices. Now we go for the accumulator. Accumulator, it is the main register of microprocessor. It is also known as A. It's also called register A. It has 8-bit and it is used in arithmetic and logic operations. It is always contain one of the operand on which arithmetic logic has to be performed. It is very necessary condition, means we have to put one of operand on ALU to operate or to perform arithmetic and logic operation on microprocessor. After the arithmetic and logic operation, the content of accumulator are replaced by the result. So again we have to save the content of accumulator in another memory location to show our output or result. Next one is temporary register. Basically temporary register is also 8-bit register. It works with accumulator A. It is used to store temporary 8-bit data from general purpose register. It is also used to store immediate results. Next one is flag register. The flag are the set of flip-flops which are used to check the status accumulator after the operation is performed. Uh, Again, I repeat, the flag are set of flip-flops which used to check the status of accumulator after the operation is performed. It is also known as status total result of the program. If we combine the accumulator with flag register, the combined result is also known as total result. The flag is divided into five parts. First one is as shown in screen. S is means sign flag, Z means zero flag, AC means auxiliary carry flag, P means priority flag, and last one is carry flag. These five flags are used in 8085. Flag is nothing but it shows the operation result, or you can say that it show the operation status. If we are taking the operation of addition, and both data addition is comes to zero, means if we going to a minus b, and it show the zero result, the z flag will be 1. If result generates carry, the carry flag should be carry flag automatically 1, and auxiliary carry it's for BCD operation. So we briefly discuss now we briefly discuss about the flag. Sign flag, it tells the sign of result stored in accumulator after the operation performed. If result is negative, sign will be 1. If result is positive, sign flag is reset, means it denoted by 0. Zero flag, it tells whether the result stored in accumulator is 0 or not after operation is performed. If result is 0, the 0 flag set to be 1, otherwise the 0 flag is reset. Suppose if we are taking about the example, if a minus b, a content 4 and b also containing 4, board result, we know that the board result is 0, but the 0 flag is set, and it show that the 0 answer is actually 0. So 0 flag is set, otherwise it's reset. Auxiliary carry, the basically auxiliary carry is used for BCD operation. When there is carry in BCD addition, means nibble operation, then it will be affected by the operation. If there is carry in BCD addition, the auxiliary carry is set, otherwise the auxiliary carry is reset. Basically auxiliary carry working on nibble bit, means fourth bit of the data. Priority flag is tells the priority of the data stored in accumulator. If the number of ones is even, the priority flag is set. If priority is odd, the priority flag is reset, means the number of ones is odd, the priority flag is reset. It shows the even or odd number of the data, but it not count the number of actually ones. It only shows the data contain even or odd number of ones. Program status word. If we combine the accumulator with flags, that is known as program status word. Means the contents of accumulator and status flag coupled together is known as program status word. That is also known as complete or total result of the program. It is 16-bit word. Now next we are talking about ALU. ALU is arithmetic logic unit that performs various arithmetic and logic operations. The data is available in accumulator and temporary register. Here is show A. Here is show A is accumulator and B is show the temporary register. Accumulator perform the operation and give the result to the data bus, and arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, increment and decrement. Logical operations like add, or, XOR, complement. Now instructions register. It is used to hold current instruction which the microprocessor is execute about. Means it is 8-bit register that connected with the instruction decoder. The instruction decoder means it receives the instruction details from the register, instruction detail register from register, and decode according to their hex code. Means they are trying to decode what will be going on in 8085. Means what operation will be performed in 8085. So it interprets the instruction stored in instruction register and it generates the various machine cycle depending upon the instructions. The machine cycle are then given to timing and control. Here we are talking about the general purpose register. As we know that 8085 doesn't have any internal memory, but it has general purpose register to perform the operation. So we are having these type of the memory. W and Z both are temporary register, and B, C, D, E, H, L is known as general purpose register. There are 6 register using in general operations, and stack pointer and program counter. These are the 16-bit register, and general purpose, all 6 general purpose register are 8-bit registers. So they are used to hold data and result. The hold, if we are going to hold 16-bit data, we use combination of 2 8-bit general purpose register. So combinations of these are known as register pair, and these valid register pair are B, C, D, E, H, L. Now program counter. It is used to hold address of next instruction to be executed. It is generally 16-bit register. The microprocessor increments the value of program counter after the execution of current instruction so that it always point the next instruction. Next one is our stack pointer. Stack pointer, it holds the address of the top most item in the stack. It is also 16-bit registers, and any portion of the memory can be used as a stack. A stack is nothing but a memory portion that performs according to LIFO operation, last in first out. We can make the memory as a stack according to LIFO. So any portion of the memory can be used as a stack. Now increment and decrement register. This register is used to increment and decrement the value of a stack pointer. During the push operation, the value of stack pointer is incremented, and during pop the stack pointer is decremented. Next one is address latch. Generally, it is the group of 8 buffers. The upper byte of 16-bit address is held in this latch, and then it made available to peripheral devices. The lower byte of lower byte of address and 8 bit of data are multiplexed in address and data latch. It holds either lower byte of the address or 8-bit data. This is decided by address latch enable signal. If ALE signal is 1, then address latch contain lower byte of the address, otherwise it contains 8-bit data. Generally, these are the address or data bus commonly we use, AD0 to AD7. So if the ALE is 1, then it behaves like it contains address on the address bus. Otherwise, ALE is 0, it contains and it shows that present of the information is data. Next is the timing and control diagram. It controls all the operation of microprocessor and peripheral devices. So we are having the number of the signal on the timing and control unit. So we can say that depending upon the machine cycle received from the instruction decoder, it generates 12 control signal. As shown in the screen, these are the signals that are generated by the timing and control unit. So S0, S1, ALE, RD, WR bar, input output, memory bar, read, write, ready signal, reset out, these are the signals. So we are trying to build our 8085 microprocessor architecture. So we study about the interrupt controller, next serial input out accumulator, then temporary register, flag register, and there is the instruction decoder we have studied, and memory. Next one, this is ALU that performs. We have to put the 8-bit internal data bus between all the units, and we also connect one by one to data bus to units. Here we see that here the accumulator contains one of the data, and another one is comes to here internal general register to 8085 internal data bus to temporary register, and ALU performs the operation according to instructions and give the result to again internal data bus. Here the database again connected to ALU, so the result is replaced by the accumulator data. So these are the instruction blocks connected to the database. Again we have to connect timing and control signal to all the block. So connect all the signal and control block. This signal is basically one-sided, so it outgoing signal to every block. So you have to connect to all things, and so we have made all the things to the 8085 microprocessor. Thank you guys, have a nice day.